Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video where I will be showcasing another one of my ships that I kinda just... What is that red glowing out? Okay, I think we might be under attack. Another one of my ships, well in this case two ships. Let's go on ahead and get into can't see anything out the window. There was a massive red glow though. Let's go on and oh, I think I've just... There you go. Ooh, yeah, something is happening. Oh, we're under attack. Let's just use let's see, F9. Let's see what's going on out here. No, it's F8. Whatever it is, it's dead. Let's see, what was it? It was something that's not here anymore. Let's go on ahead and go back. Nope, F8, F7, F8. Alright, here we go. We're gonna have... Oh, that... Okay. I've played Space Engineers in a hot minute. Let's see. Scroll down. There you go. F8. Scroll down. There you go. I give you two frigate-sized vehicles. The Skull and the Hatai. Or Heidi? I have no idea. It's basically... These two are my frigates. Very fast frigates, have decent firepower. As you can see, the guns are actually opening up on them. Probably wouldn't advise you going against a frigate or anything in this thing, or battleship. You can go against cruisers, you can go against battle cruisers. These things are actually pretty good at fighting against some of the AI, or against some of the modded enemies that you can have on in your world from the Steam Workshop. As you can see, we are using quite a few of the guns from one or two mods. I know we have the PDCs. I love the PDCs from the Expanse. They make very good missile screens. We're also using the Expanse engines as well as some of the weapon core mods. You can see some more of the Expanse, the hydrazine thrusters, as well as the good old shield mod, which this ship can work with or without the shield mod. It is a little less tanky without the shield mod. Of course, with the shield mod, it is still gonna get hurt pretty bad, with or without it. If you lose shields, or you won't have shields without it. You do also have access to hydrogen and atmospheric thrusters and a 4 array of missiles. So these are the tracking missiles, the homing missiles. So there's 2 stripes, or 4 stripes, 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, or 2 on the top, which makes for a pretty decent missile volley. As well as you have access to some very neat forward firing weapons. So you have access to, I think this is like a plasma thrower, which I have kind of housed in here, as well as I have this tied to forward firepower as well. These are I forgot what, lasers or something. Let me see. That was wrong keybind. It's G. Let's get our welding tool out. We have a... Uh-oh, meters inbound. Let's see. What is it? No, not that. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Control space. F6. See our... As you can see, the missile screen's going off as well. We've got lasers from our space station going off as well. Lasers from the space station. Okay, we'll have a look at the space station a little bit later on. It's not completed yet though, so you probably won't be much to see over there other than just the base frame. But here we go. M98T Crusader focused beam turrets, and they are from the RX Weapon Enterprises, which is a pretty good weapon. They are very good weapons, I should say, in the from the Weapon Core mod pack. I love using these things. These are like some of the best things I have. I know I used the heavy Gatling gun on one of my ships for its like a little small like destroyer type ship, more like a transport shuttle. Ooh. Okay, the guns are like bending and stuff. But and then we can have a look at what this is. What is it called? It is the M5D 4E Helios Plasma Rifle, actually. That is plasma thrower. They are pretty small ships. Let's go on ahead and have a look at the interior. As you can see, they're practically the exact same. Now there are 3 ingress points. We have our main entrance at the bottom. There's a button right here. So as I said, you see the atmospheric thrusters and hydrogen thrusters. You can go into atmosphere, which I will show off momentarily. So you have your main entrance for when you're on the planet side. You have a upper entrance and exit for, in case you might need to do something on the roof, repair a turret mid-combat, or either you're just doing some observations. Of course, this is one of the few points that is kind of bad in the situation of a boarding party, because that's like right here, and then you just go down the ladder and you're already there. It's kind of dark in here just because I don't think I can get a lamp in there. Maybe I'll get one through the bottom, but the staircase on the top leads straight down to the ladder on the bottom. I think it leads exactly like straight to it too. Let me see. Yeah, it leads like straight through. So it's like basically a straight shot through the ship. And then the third point is right here. I have a merge block connector. So it's kind of like I guess the universal-ish style of docking with the connector. Although the connector is supposed to be up here and the docking port is supposed to be right here. Which, hold on, let me see. I might have changed it on this one. It is not. I wonder. I have a feeling I know where the correct version of this is, and I didn't save it because there's a few changes to this thing that I've made that this one doesn't have. Of course, the new blocks is one of them. The AI blocks. Now you do have gravity. You have a little bit of yeah, because this is completely different. Okay, so at the moment I'm showing off an unfinished ship because there's supposed to be there's supposed to be a little thing right there, which I thought was on this version, which it's not this version. I have to find the other version or either remake it. But yes, straight out of the airlock, if you turn to the right, you have main engineering, or primary engineering, I guess you could say. Well, this is probably like secondary engineering. So this is the farthest forward of the ship that you can get. Cargo is right here, and then the missile tubes right here. So I guess it makes it very easy. Like you can go and repair the missile tubes in mid-combat. Let's see if we move back this way, follow the hallway, back one more, and you get into the main command center, which is where I was at momentarily before we started getting attacked. So you have your pilot seat, your captain seat, engineering station, navigation. You have the shield table. You have some lovely buttons that you can use to do whatever you think you might need. You have another console for if you're carrying a passenger, they can sit right there. And then you have your upper meeting table, which you can display things on and such, which is pretty neat. As well as the, because this is the full block, this isn't the half block, as you can see there. I gotta find that other version. I bet I know where it is, and I bet I could find it fairly easily. Here is the airlock. Go in through here, so you can see that leads up to the deck on top, and then this leads down to the little ladder. How did I manage to do this? Get a wrong ship? Of course it would be me. If we go through the doors to the back, as you can see, medical room is straight ahead of us to our right. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cryo beds and a med bay to heal yourself, as well as to log off in, or if you need to carry some extra people in the deep freeze, might as well stick them in there until you get to your location so they don't use up food or oxygen. Speaking of food or oxygen, you have your main mess / recreation area. Since this is a small ship, and since it will most likely not be really doing much in terms of frontline combat, in the case that it does have frontline combat, you have yourselves a nice suite for kitchen and getting soda. That is upside down. That dispenser's upside down. Oh my god. How did I put the dispenser upside down? I bet that's a part of the dispenser. It's upside down. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. Thankfully the kitchen isn't upside down, so that's lovely. And then you have the nice sofa and a big LCD screen TV to watch the soccer game on, or watch YouTube on, or play video games? Question mark. You have a good old computer right here. I don't know what this computer does. I think it's just an access panel. Yeah, it's just a control panel to access more things. other than the panels that we have already inside of here. You have a bathroom and a shower right here. And then if we go back one more door, this is the back of the ship. We have access to the main engineering. As you can see, the main reactors right here. Now it doesn't use one of the azimuth reactors because this is a much smaller ship. It uses one of the large warfare reactors because it fits so nicely in this space. Of course, the roof is like right there, like the outside of the planet is right there. So, or the outside of the ship, like if this hole gets breached, this whole place is going to get vented. But we have plenty of oxygen storage, but we are using the azimuth batteries because in case of, who knows, the reactor gets taken out, well, you still have some battery power left, as well as some hydrogen tanks sitting on the back. Now, in one of the versions, which now I can see isn't this version, is the one that I was using in a survival world that I was playing in, I had included some assemblers and a refinery, to help with production. Of course, this isn't that version, and then here goes. That's like the main engine in the back, right there on that back wall. So I guess let's go on ahead and give it a quick little fly around. Now that we've gone through the not correct version, might as well take it for a little test spin. And then the reason I'm just going to show this ship is because that ship is, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Both of these ships are exactly the same. Basically, the only thing different is the name of it, as well as this one's battle damaged. Huh. I think one of those rocks got through. Well, that's not good at all. Oh yes, I forgot to show the back of the ship, which we can easily do by going into our spectator camera. Now, as you can see, the main engine right here is one of these good old drives from the Expanse, and then we have two atmospheric drives for atmospheric flight, which they're on. I should probably turn them off. And then we have two hard points for placement of either more fuel tanks, more engines to go faster, whatever you think you might need to place on there that can go. Same goes for this ship over here. Same placement on both sides. Let's go around to the other side. There you go. That's that. Let's see. Yeah, this ship is damaged, but we are going to go planet side into here. There you go. So as you can see, we got some pretty decent maneuverability. Main drives. Just dip the wing into the shield array. As you see, we do have pretty decent maneuverability. Definitely does stop on a dime, and you can definitely get up to speed. But we're gonna go test out the atmospheric ability right now. Let's go on ahead and I guess skip to it. Unless I have a no, not that either. I was trying to see it controlled to. I don't. Stop doing that, game. Okay, I don't. Okay, well, it looks like we're slow boating it. I might as well fire off the main guns. There you go. Kind of like the Andorian phaser cannons from Star Trek Enterprise, just because why not? I like the Andorian ships. Look at that. Alright, let's fast forward to the planet. Alright, but here we are down in the atmosphere. Now, I do need to figure out which binds are which, because the atmospheric thrusters can support the ship all by themselves. So you don't really need the hydrogen thrusters or the hydrazine thrusters. I don't even think there's any hydrazine thrusters in the downward position. There are. So yeah, so let me figure out which buttons are which right now. Alright, we are back, so we can go on ahead and turn off our main super cooled drive off. As you can see, we're still a little bit going. Let's go on ahead and turn. Oh no, never mind. Okay, they are off. Let's go on and turn the hydrazine thrusters on. I think we need the hydrazines in order to stay afloat. So yeah, there you go. So there we go. We have it. All the hydrogen thrusters for up movement have been turned off, and we can support ourselves. Although with just the two atmospheric drives in the back, we aren't really that fast, and I don't even think we have any hydrazine thrusters or hydrazine or hydrogen or atmospheric thrusters to slow us down. We only have the expanse engines to slow us down, which they definitely slow us down. So the amount of speed that we get out of the Atmo engines for forward thrust can be compensated more than enough by the two main drives in the front, which technically I could probably turn one of the drives off and operate with just one or the other in atmosphere. But here we are, here we have it. Of course, I wish I had found a better spot to come down into the planet's atmosphere in, but we were over the mountains at the time, so let's go on ahead and land it on the lake. Control 1 to open that up. Let's go on ahead and bring us down. A nice little gentle landing. Go ahead and extend the landing gear. Alright, and there we are. We've successfully landed on the planet's surface. There were no hiccups at all. I wonder what happened where there's a giant crater next to us. Anyways, we're just gonna go this way and quickly not look out the window, as we can now go to the back of the ship now. Into our lovely airlock that we've made, and we're gonna have to remember to make sure to hit the boarding ramp, open the boarding ramp, look down, see if there's any light coming in. We can just kind of like just jump it down, and here we are on the planet's surface. Now of course there are no landing lights on the bottom of the ship, which I should probably install some landing lights so we can see in terms of like dark, like if we're coming in at nighttime for a planetary landing, or say if we're coming in the middle of a storm, because I know the dust storms in Space Engineers can be kind of cloudy until you get pretty low to the ground and you can't see anything. Oh man, I wonder what made this massive hole that I definitely didn't do. So we're just gonna look this way because I don't know what happened over there. But here you go. We are on the planet. All landing gear touchdown, and you can go about turning the ship off and doing all your other leisurely items that you would need for being a planet side in a ship, or reinforcing a ground installation or something, because you can kind of just set the ship on your base and kind of just let the guns on the top go to work in that situation, especially if you're gonna say use this ship for, like I said, ground installation reinforcements. You can definitely use this as a bit of a centerpiece on your base until you get outposts established, or whether or not you're using it for a screening ship, because the PDCs on here can take out quite a few missiles, which is kind of like the thing with all my ships. They have very good anti-missile, anti-fighter screens, so in terms of getting attacked by a lot of fighters and a lot of missiles, like swarm after swarm of missiles, I'm pretty sure that the majority of my ships, especially this one and the Olympia, can definitely handle themselves in a 1v only missile fight. Perhaps don't know too much, but I'm pretty sure that they could handle themselves. But I hope you enjoyed today's short video. I hope it's short. I hope it's no longer than like 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes, because I've been putting out some kind of long videos. But with Alien Isolation, that's to be expected. It's a campaign. But I hope you enjoyed today's video overlooking the wonderful frigate Skull and the frigate Hatai, which is, oh, I can never get that name right. It's up in orbit right now. In the future, of course, both of these ships will merge away from each other. Right now, they're practically the exact same ship, just a different name and a different colorful paint job on the front. Hopefully, this ship will probably be more focused for, as you can see, heavy fighting. And Hatai, since it is the wolf that chases the moon, it'll be more focused on stealth. Because I do know that there is I do have a, nope, wrong keybind. There is a, let me see. Where is it? I know I have it. If not here, it might be on another world. It's a stealth drive, basically, that you can put on your ships, which I want to kind of try out. Of course, I don't know how too well it'll work. I know it was used on a bomber of one of my friends, and it worked pretty well. The power requirements were kind of high on it. It had to use an azimuth reactor, but hopefully with that reactor that we have right about here, it should be more than enough to run both the shields and the plasma throwers and the little rail guns here, as well as the drives, because those drives take up a lot of energy. But before I keep rambling on, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, until the next one, bye bye.